This is a breakable block, a block that a lot of people have seen for, but not many actually use it. It's a fairly underused block despite having some special mechanics that makes it perfect for levels with gimmicky gameplay. So first, a little bit of history about this block. It was added in update 1.6 in March of 2014, and around this time, Electroman Adventures had just been introduced to the game, featuring the breakable block. The block was even added in the update card right here, so surely it must be the main part of the update, right? Oh. Yeah, the block was never seen again in a later part of the level. Nor did it appear again in the levels that would soon be released afterwards. It did make a return in Fury of Everything too, however, but I'm pretty sure that 99% of GD players wouldn't even notice that block was even put there. So why is this? Well, it's probably because RobTop didn't want to add the breakable block in the first place. You see, in the original sneak peek for Update 1.6 showcasing a preview of Electroman Adventures, the breakable block was nowhere to be seen. RobTop likely just had this random idea for the breakable block pop into his mind. He just made it, put some of them into Electroman Adventures, and then just called it a day with no intention to ever use it again. The fact that the block was shown for just such a short period of time makes it much less noticeable, and a lot of players might even miss it. Another possible theory for this is that Electroman Adventures was perhaps overshadowed by Clubstep, a level that was also added in Update 1.6. Back then, Clubstep was a fairly unique level. It was the first level to have a demon difficulty rating, and players love to try out new hard levels, so they are more willing to put more time and effort into Clubstep rather than the same old boring Electroman Adventures. Alright, with all that said, let's get to the main point. What is special about the breakable block? Well, it's the fact that the block acts differently for whatever game mode you're in. That's about it. Yeah, that was pretty lame. Anyways, let's get started with the cube. Everybody knows this already. You jump on top of it like a solid block, and you can crush it if you feel like ending your life. Oh, wait, never mind. You actually go for it. I guess that's what it's called, the breakable block. You can also jump off on top of it like this. And of course, the mechanics have all flipped on every game mode. I did not have to point that out. I am sorry. Please kill me. Now, since the cube and the robot functions pretty much the same way, the mechanics for the cube is also applied here. The ship is a little interesting. It crashes through the breakable block like normal when going forward, but it gets its head bumped when trying to go through the breakable block from below, unlike the cube or the robot. So in theory, the ship could get trapped in breakable blocks like this. Yeah, that's not cool. And now for the ball. Yeah, I'll just play a few clips here. You can probably see how it works. It breaks the breakable block like usual, though not from below. The spider is pretty much the ball. The only difference is that it can break the breakable block from below. And for the UFO, well, it's just a floating cube. Not much else to say. The wave is a special one. The mechanics are... yeah, it just doesn't seem to care. Cool. Now, let's move on to the other mechanics of the breakable block. When you add an H block to a breakable block, any game mode that can break the breakable block from below will only bump onto it as if there was a solid block with an H block on it. The UFO is an exception to this rule, however. It still crashes through the breakable block even if there was an H block onto it. The rule also applies to dash drops in case you're wondering. The UFO is a rebellious one. It just refuses to accept the existence of the H block. Unbreakable blocks, of course. Same goes for the D block, making the wave slide onto breakable blocks. Do I even need to tell you anymore? Alright, before you go, I have one more thing to show you. When you pair up a gravity orb with breakable blocks like this, and you switch gravity going on the other side, it has this very nice gameplay idea of the cube being a little shaky, which is pretty funny, I guess. And that's about it for the video. I hope you learned something about the breakable block, a really underrated block actually in geometry. A lot of people should actually use it. So yeah, if you have any other questions, leave in the comments. Maybe I'll read it, maybe I won't. Contact me on Discord, I leave it on my profile, you can find it. I'm so sorry for being dead for a whole year. I know, I just don't have a lot of ideas. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.